Are you ready, kids? We're gonna do the flush on this. Okay, so this is Sludge-Zilla. You remember this one? I pulled the valve cover off and I showed you all the sludge that's inside of this thing. And it's pretty grody. Recap real quick. So I will tag the other video in here where I had pulled the valve cover off. So I get to do the engine on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna drain the fluid out of it now, the oil. I'm gonna fill it up with 4 quarts of diesel. I picked up some diesel. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put diesel in it, we're gonna change the filter, and then we're gonna run it for like 20 minutes. And this way, when I go to take it apart, we can actually see what difference it made. So let's go ahead, let's get this thing set up, and let's start draining the oil. So underneath here, as you can see, it don't look like that drain plug's ever been off. That filter, it's a Hyundai filter. I wonder if the dealer may have unscrewed it to look inside of it. I don't know. And let's see what kind of nastiness comes out of this. I didn't even bother checking the oil, to be honest. Drain pan up so we can catch the gook that's coming out. I let it run for a little bit, get a little temperature in it. I mean, it's not hot, it is warm though. Let's see the nastiness, come on. I mean, it's black and gooey. Seems like it might have a little bit more than 4 quarts in it though, I will say that. The way it's coming out, it seems like it may have had like a quart or 2 overfilled, just judging by what I'm seeing here. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video much. I don't wanna trim out too much of the filler stuff that's in between, this way you can just see exactly what I'm seeing at all times. We'll drain over a little bit. I just moved it back a little bit. Man, I don't see any chunks falling out yet. Sometimes when you get something that's this nasty, sometimes you'll get chunks coming out at the very end. But no, I don't really see much of anything. Okay, I mean, just dirty, nasty oil. And I can tell you what, the stuff that's on my fingers does not feel like oil anymore. Like, it's not slick one bit. It almost feels gritty. All right, let's go to this side. Of course, it's really tight. All right, hang on a second. Let me just pause you. All right. I know Chrysler used to write on the filters factory installed, but I haven't seen that on any other filter. I tell you what, this filter weighs like 5 pounds. So we are going to be cutting that open. I don't know about in this video or not. All right, we're going to let that thing drain out for a bit. And we have the engine oil still dripping. We're going to let that drip out for a while, and then let's put the new filter on it, and we're going to fill this thing with diesel. Okay, so we're not going to pre-lube the filter or anything like that because we're already putting an engine in it. We know the engine's shot, so I'm not concerned about that. Okay, I did not see any chunks fall out of this thing, nothing. We are going to cut open the old filter. We are also going to cut open the new filter, but it's probably going to be a separate video. Now, I already took the underbody shield off, in case you're wondering. So obviously this is not a full-blown oil change or anything like that. I'm just doing this before we go ahead and yank the engine out. I mean, I'm going to take the valve cover off so we can see if anything's happened on the inside. So, all right. So the drain plug is in. I just put that in. I don't know if I showed you that. I did put the drain plug in just now. So, all right, let's let this thing down and let's add diesel. Okay, so this is 4 quarts of 1 gallon of fresh diesel that I just purchased. Now this funnel that you see in front of me, Robert had 3D printed this funnel, which is pretty neat because it actually screws right into the valve cover, so you don't have to worry about it flopping all over the place and possibly spilling all over the place. Now it doesn't have a seal or anything on it, so you still got to be mindful. And diesel is so thin, obviously, that it's going to wick through a little bit, like right where it meets the valve cover. Now 4 quarts may not be enough, but we already know it needs an engine, so we're not super concerned about it. But 4 quarts is more than enough. Just curious. Yeah, I mean, it's all the way up to here on the stick, but there's nothing in the filter yet, nothing in the filter yet either, so, but that would take a little bit. All right, let's start this thing up, and then I'm gonna probably hold it up around 2,000 RPM for about 15 minutes. Then we'll pop the valve cover off and we'll see if anything changed. But let's start it. Definitely doesn't sound healthy. I'm gonna use this tool here. It's a Thexton. This thing is absolutely awesome. I will put a link in the description. Actually, I have my own Amazon store, so I will put it in the Amazon store. All right, that's at 2,200 RPM. We are gonna let this thing go for about, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, unless it blows up sooner. And then we're gonna pop the valve cover off. All right, it's been about 10 minutes-ish, maybe a little more. But the engine sounds like it's ready to lock up, so I wanna put this to an end right now because I don't want the engine to lock up and then me not be able to get the converter bolts out. I don't think this thing has any oil pressure, to be honest with you. I don't know what if anything it did. So the fact that it may not have any oil pressure may be affecting this. Yeah, so, all right, let's put it up in the air. Let's drain what's in there. And then I'm gonna start disassembling stuff underneath first. I'm not gonna show you all of that. I will show you certain things because, you know, hey, I have to take this engine out. What I have found is you may as well pull the engine and transmission out. And the easiest way to do that is take this entire front nose off, pick up everything, pull it out the front. To me, that's the easiest way to do it. Some others may have different ways of doing it. To me, that's the easiest. I mean, I'm not sure if I'd have enough room there, to be totally honest with you. I might, actually. You know, maybe I will. Let me look into that. It's possible I might have enough room. I don't know. We'll see. I also got to suck down this AC system. This is a 1234YF system. Luckily, we have the machine for that now. So, all right, let's put it up in here. Now, the first question is, does this thing actually have any oil pressure? I don't think it does, but it might. I'm not sure. But let's see, is there oil in the filter? Maybe not. There is very little. It never filled the filter. So, yeah, this thing has no oil pressure. So this test of using diesel is a bust. It's not really going to do anything. Let me take the fill plug out. I tried, just wasn't going to cooperate. Yeah, so without oil pressure to actually circulate it, test is pretty much a bust. It just circulated what the crank was throwing around. Yeah, I mean, it barely changed its color, so. Whoops, now it's splashing. So yeah, the damage is done on this engine. I mean, there's no two ways about it. The damage is absolutely done on this engine. Yeah, so the diesel trick is not going to do anything because it doesn't have any oil pressure, or it has extremely little oil pressure. I'd be willing to bet either the screen is completely plugged up, or the pressure spring got stuck all the way open, so it's not building up any pressure. There's a bunch of possibilities. So. All right, let's start getting some of this apart, and then I will pull the valve cover off when I get to that, and I'll show you that, but that's going to end this in a second. So let's pull the valve cover off. Now, as you notice, like I said, I pulled off everything up front just to make my life easier, because to me, it just makes life easier to get to everything in the front of the engine. So that's why I did it. It doesn't take a whole heck of a lot of time to do this. Obviously, you got to recover the AC. But anyway, so I unbolted everything from the valve cover. I'm not expecting to see anything, completely honest with you. Yeah, I didn't expect to see any change because there's no oil pressure. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty nasty. So, Unfortunately, that was a big bust that did absolutely nothing. So, all right, let me continue. I'm just going to yank the engine out shortly here. Now, what I want to show you here is the spark plugs. And these things have, according to the mileage, it's got, 13,000 miles on it, or 12,000, whatever. But look at those plugs. They are not great because, if you think about it, this thing has 250,000 miles in idle time. Another one. So yeah, this thing's going to need a set of plugs, obviously. What I did do was I cut open the filter because there was really nothing very dramatic about pulling this engine out. I already have it out. It's right there. I mean, it literally took me, I don't know, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Not too dramatic to pull apart. So I don't want to start naming parts inside this filter because the oil guy, he gets mad at me when I do that. Look at the goo inside of this thing. Wow. Wow. That's just gnarly. Okay. I'm going to let this thing sit overnight, and because I'm going to be back here tomorrow to do this engine job. Now, me taking apart that engine is going to be later on because I got to do this engine job first for the customer. So taking it apart, I'm still going to do it, but it's going to be a little ways away. But look at all the sludge and goo inside of this thing. That's disgusting. That is literally disgusting. Yeah. All right. Let me just back you up a little bit. That is hammered. Wow. Okay. Well, that's going to end this video for now. I hope you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. Check down in the description below. I have my own Amazon store now, and as an affiliate for Amazon, you don't get charged anything extra, but I do make a small percentage on anything you may buy. So if you could, at least give it a click, give it a look, see what you think. I'm adding stuff all the time, and it's stuff that I personally use or I personally recommend. I would never, ever put anything on there that I would never use myself, so just keep that in mind. But all right, that's it. All right, guys, have a great day, and keep wrenching.